Hey everybody, PJ Riley, Competition Archery Media down here in Coleman, Alabama. Ouch, I just heard an arrow hit the trees back there. We're at the Delta McKenzie ASA Classic, and we are on the Open Pro range, which is probably why I heard that arrow hit. We're judging on this course. So here we are, Hamskea on the range. This is where we're going to walk around, and we figured we'd follow Open Pro today because we had a super tight race there in Shooter of the Year. Levi Morgan came in with a 6-point lead over Dan McCarthy for Shooter of the Year. However, we just had our first 5 target update, and what you'll see is that Dan McCarthy right here in the lead at +6, and we don't see Morgan, so he's probably at even or lower. There's your 6 points right now after the first 5 targets appear to be gone. You know, this is the first day, first 5 targets, 35 more to go. Anything can happen, but obviously that's a big race that we're going to watch. So we're going to follow those guys, and we're fortunate that all 6 pro classes are right here in one line. So we're just going to start walking down here and check out some of our competitors. All right. So I just sprinted back from the target. But what we're looking at here is the top peer group. So for the first day of the Classic, ASA arranges them in peer groups for Shooter of the Year. So these are our first 4
be aware of that.
places in Shooter of the Year for Open Pro. You see Jacob Slusar's up there. So it's Levi, Dan, Jacob Slusar's, Brady Myers.
Lean back a little with and he's angled away.
And what they're shooting, the reason I'm breathing so hard, is a Wolverine that is out there. So I had to sprint back in this heat and humidity. Now I'm dying. But Jacob was the winner of the Metropolis ASA. He had a big weekend there. Took his first win of the season, his second win ever in the ASA Pro class. Wolverine.
Yes, I would say.
Looks like we got a 12 there. You never doubted, right, Jacob? Wolverine, you just come up and pound those.
I'm still doubting it.
I'm still doubting.
A little bit. I haven't looked at it yet. Maybe they're screwing with it.
So Dan McCarthy up next at the stake, and after 5, Dan was one of our leaders at +6. So of the first 5, he hit 3 of them, assuming he didn't shoot any 8s.
Upper. Okay. Good, man. Make it up. Flexings are perfect. Shafts just keep down.
Yeah. 10 for Dan on that shot. Levi Morgan up at the stake here. Remember when we came in, he was our leader for Shooter of the Year by 6. But we believe he's given those 6 points back. We think a 10.
Back to 10. It's 23.
All right, Brady Myers at the stake now. Brady finished third at the last tournament, and he's a winner of Foley this year.
It's far better than it looks, naked eye.
10 on that one for Brady Myers. So let's talk about the day here. It's nice this morning. It's real humid, of course. It's Coleman, Alabama in August. But sun's coming out. It's not real hot yet. It will be. Every day we've been getting up to the 90s. We're looking at Jason Bennett here on the next target over. But it's, I mean, for Coleman, Alabama in August, it's pretty nice this morning. A couple hours, it won't be so nice. Actually, nice breeze through here. That's Wayne Schlabach we're looking at over there. We're a little bit out of sync on shooting. As you saw, we finished on this target, but the next target over, they started a little bit after, so our guys are waiting while these guys shoot. But where these guys are shooting now, we're on one side of the range here, and the ground slopes. It's flat, and then falls off on a hill. And most of the targets I've seen, ASA has put beyond that, where that slope begins. So these guys are judging distance, and they lose the ground. They can't see it, and then there's the target. So that, obviously, if you're a ground judger, that makes things difficult.
With a good number, good shot.
Oh no, it's a number.
Well,
That's a different story.
I'm just saying, there's a couple targets. This one doesn't have much room. I wish that the 8 mile was further away. Brady.
The 10.
Confirm
2 and 2,
Levi's,
right?
is it just right?
Yeah, Levi's a 10.
Brady's is a 10.
Yeah, he didn't call over.
He didn't call
That's
over.
3 and 1.
Just
John
Jacob.
Jacob.
Thank you.
They put Dan up.
Tough lead too, man.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Thank you. Now you really see how far he's leaned.
Okay, so we have moved down to B range, and obviously we are here with the Women's Pro,
Thicker than the Hill Country, isn't it?
top peer group for Shooter of the Year. Let me make sure I get our leader, who I believe is Sharon Wallace. She does not like to hear her position, so I'm walking away so she doesn't hear me for Shooter of the Year. She does not like to know. But Women's Pro. Yes, Sharon Wallace is our leader by 14 points over Cara Kelly. That's a pretty good gap there. Something unusual would have to happen for that to change on both ends. Cara would have to shoot really well, and Sharon would have to have a bad weekend. We certainly don't wish that on anybody. So, currently, Sharon Wallace in a good spot for taking Shooter of the Year. But now, then we also have Erin McLattery and Kaylee Pettifer.
I love all the above. Right?
And again, we're again shooting downhill. So we've got a deer here.
I'm going to need shade. There we go.
And honestly, I'm hoping you can see something on that target cam. The sunlight was in a really weird spot. And I'm afraid it's all going to look dark. But they're shooting downhill at a deer, and they can't see the head, and they can't see the butt. All they can see are the vitals. Everything else is blocked by trees. So our last ladies who went through, they said this is a tricky target for them. We'll see how these ladies do.
Okay.
Aaron shoots with 10.
It is going. Turn the lights on. Mm-hmm.
And now I don't know if you can see on that target cam, but like Aaron shot down there, and her knock, it's like she shot a lighted knock. Because it is glowing. Giving Kaylee and everyone else a good aiming reference. I'm going to guess that just from standing here that Aaron was to the right of the 12. But her line looks good, so a little bit left, Kaylee, and you got the 12. So I told you on the last target that it wasn't too bad out here. Well, it's only about 10 minutes later, and I think it got 15 degrees hotter. It definitely got more humid. I do not have the nice breeze. Let's see what Kaylee can do.
Yeah, beautiful. Good one.
That looked to be solid 10, I believe. Upper 12. Kaylee got a good shot. Did. Good shot. So, Cara Kelly up. Kelly with 112 and 110 to aim at. She went right between the two of them, so I'm going to guess that's a 10.
All right, Tim. Put another one in 10.
Okay. We do have a 10. She split them. Sharon Wallace is up. All right. Ten for Sharon.
Good.
All right, so the big show, of course, will be Saturday. Pro pressure point shoot downs. on the soccer pitch, as Mike Tyrell likes to say. And we will be starting at our usual times, 3:45 on Competition Archery Media Facebook and YouTube, 5 p.m. on the Sportsman's Channel.
Well, Aaron's a 10.
We're looking at mine, I think.
Yeah.
Carl is a 10.
I'm a 10.
And then Sharon.
Well, we got 2 lookers.
Okay.
If you guys want to come down here and look at these. Because these lines suck, by the way.
Let's pick that line. I'm always on that one.
Look at all the bubbles.
Right?
It's like a blem target.
Really bad.
I'll get real close there.
Yeah. And you almost need to block the sun coming in on your eyes because you can't see anything.
Oh, no, I haven't looked at his case.
Yeah, we do have to wait. Do you have your Sharon? You're looking at Sharon.
Freaking yeah.
I'll block the sun. Can you shine? Can you shine yours again?
These lines suck so
This
bad.
is horrible, you guys. Okay. Do we need to run down or what do you want to do? 3, 2, 1. Okay, Kaylee. 3, 2, 1. I called it 10.
I didn't care. I already wrote it down as 10.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me write this down so I don't get messed up. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Sharon's 10.
8.
Okay, so 8's take it.
I thought both of them were out the exact same.
I thought they
I
looked the
could see
exact
where the-
same.
Okay, now I think they both suck.
All right.
Because
Can
the
I
lines suck.
just?
But where that
What-
line
I see
comes
what
up
she's
on the
saying.
bottom.
If you look, like I see this, but what I see what she's saying, this line
Mm-hmm.
is actually coming out
That's what I saw.
into the 10. Right there. And that's where I see that as a 10. It's coming from up. You're coming up
See
from
that-
this way
see
and
that
up.
part? That's what I saw. But
I see.
you see so much meat.
I see. You got a tick crawl on you.
I'm a big old guy.
What I thought I see.
We pardon this arrow call for tick leg
It
removal.
Yeah.
continues the line.
That's what I see
So
too. Those line
I
of
see
bubbles.
bubbles, but I don't think
Yeah, but
that's
see, that's
the
where I
line.
thought the line, it was pulling that line because of those bubbles.
See, I feel like I could still see the line even with the bubbles.
I mean, it's your call. I just wanted you guys to
yeah.
really look at that.
And I feel like, I mean, mine's the same way.
I
It's,
think
it's
they're
got
the exact
bubbles
same,
too.
yeah.
But I also see the lip
see
on
meat.
mine.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I see meat on yours.
But I feel like I still.
yeah,
that is
there's.
still
I mean,
the
there's
lip.
meat. It's just where's the line with the bubble
Yeah,
on
this
both.
is where the.
Okay.
So.
I'll hold this guy because he's stapled up.
Who was up? That was me.
Okay, that's me. Who's up now? You?
Me.
Back to the top?
Top.
Yep.
Back to the top.
That's 4. Thank you, ma'am. Well, you picked a good one to film, didn't you?
All right, so we're here on Women's Known Pro. And this is our other super tight race for Shooter of the Year. You can see Paige Pierce there. She is 1 point behind Morgan Reeves for Shooter of the Year. Paige, of course, is our reigning Shooter of the Year in this class. She won all 6 events last year. And there's Katie Boardwell with Morgan Reeves at the line, and our fourth shooter is Madison Cox. So Morgan Reeves up at the stake. She was our winner in Metropolis. She missed London to graduate high school, and one was our winner in Minden, I believe it was. Finished a close second at Fort Moore. Changed names. I didn't see anybody react to that one. Upper 12, Morgan got on it. How far was it? 43 yards downhill at the Deer. And she got the upper 12. Paige Pierce up now. Paige predicted that the competition in this class would rise, and she is correct. For Paige on that one. Madison Cox is at the stake now. Madison had a podium finish, I believe, in Foley this year. Minden this year. And Katie Boardwell, who was our London champ, she is our fourth shooter.
I'm like all around it. I'm like, oh my god.
Madison, we're saying 12-10, close call.
You're not even sweating. How? This is a lot colder. Like it's not nobody understood the humidity. Like I'm not hot, but my sweat is down. So dry. I sweat like a cat with a water bottle.
Let down from Katie. You get 2 letdowns in the ASA. Third time, you gotta shoot it. And I'm guessing the lighting, we're shooting into the sun here. So it is, lighting's harsh on this target.
Yeah. And it gets on like you weren't lying, this is some humidity. Like it's more humid than this.
Well, I'm on the river, like we're on this river level.
Okay.
I'm running Mississippi.
Oh,
so like
gosh.
you can
So
really come
really
down
is
through the hill going to my house and the windows instantly fog up from the humidity change.
Oh.
Thank you.
Count me out.
That's where I tap out. I can't do it.
No, Kentucky's like bad, but there's sounds way worse.
I think like 98 degrees, 80% humidity. Like that's about normal. Like when you were here shooting, I think Tuesday, and it was like, I forgot what y'all posted. It was like 92, 94 degrees that afternoon. It was 98 at like 7 o'clock that afternoon. Yeah.
How do you practice?
Yeah, like I would just stop early mornings.
So I was joking.
Fair.
I said I was going to put some of that, actually I need to put some on my hand, but I was going to put some of that white stuff on the back of my hand so I had an ankle point so it wasn't all
slipping.
sweaty. I was like,
You have water all over your face.
yeah, because I always put that on my hand. I was like, I'm going to put it on the back so that way I have an ankle point.
the summer, like, yeah, we could drop out of like 110 degree area, like, we're starting to cool off. It's pretty much an average of like 113. But y'all don't have humidity. But we don't have humidity. So, like, it's hot. But, like, and I sweat, don't get me wrong. But it's a different kind of sweat. And, like, with humidity, you walk out and you feel like you're already sweating. Yeah, I am. It's like, very much already sweating.
More again? 12. Good shot. Thank you.
Good job.
Dave has a tip.
Holy cow.
Madison? Madison. You guys can look if you want. It's my arrow. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. I think so. I don't want myself in the Bend over. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I just don't like it in the camera like that.
Yeah, I don't want to put my butt. Well,
I tried to keep it behind it.
Good job.
Thanks, job.
Okay, let me go.
So, Morgan, you led that, right? So I'm up.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are, known pro range, and again with our top peer group for shooter of the year. Kyle Douglas in the lead, Jimmy Lutz behind him, Dane Johnson, and Curtis Big Time Broadnax. They are our 4 leaders. Let's see how much of a lead Kyle has in shooter of the year. Of course, Kyle last year won shooter of the year on the last day in this tournament. Jimmy Lutz up at the stake here.
Yeah.
Got it. 12 for Jimmy.
There goes another yard. Nothing? Oh. It's like, jeez.
So Kyle comes into this tournament with a 12-point lead in shooter of the year race. Now we got Curtis Broadnax.
That's low.
Just like,
And here's our leader, Kyle Douglas, getting some nice footing under him. We are shooting a little bit downhill, so you can see there he's trying to get his feet level. We're at the bottom of the hill, however, so the grading here is not as severe as it was at some of the other ranges. Kyle won our first 3 this year. Foley, Minden, and Fort Moore, also known as Benning. And we had never had a back-to-back-to-back in the known pro class. So he was the first to do that. IBO center 10 for Kyle Douglas. Here we got Dane Johnson.
It should be a 10-year way left. I do go last.
So, out there, we heard way left for Dane Johnson's on that one. And so Robert Householder told me this is a 49-yard deer. So this one was a bomb. And you watched Jimmy Lutz hit that 12 like it was nothing.
You good?
All right, so that is going to do it for us. Hamskea on the range as the guys finalize their targets. Don't forget
Hello.
the big show Saturday afternoon, Pro Pressure Point shoot downs. We're going to start at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Competition Archery Media, Facebook and YouTube, 5 p.m. on the Sportsman's Channel. Hey, this has been a great year on the range. If you liked this type of coverage, leave a comment in the section below because this is our last one. See you next year.